Well, ladies and gentlemen, the old blame game starts a-coming. Heather Antos, Gail Simone, Kelly Sue DeConnick are encouraging their fans to go out and watch The Marvels. There's a vested interest there. And they are demeaning individuals with opposing opinions, because of course they are. Why would they not? Bearing in mind, it's really important to note, Kelly Sue DeConnick was the individual that essentially brought back Captain Marvel. It was a writer, and she quite literally came out and said, don't like my politics or whatever it was, don't read my book. And it bombed hard. Bombed hard, ladies and gents. And we get this very often. This blame game circulates pretty often in the world of Hollywood. So let's take a look at this. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Thought we'd dive into it. It's just funny, basically. Side note, for those that have been wondering, I've just released, at the time of recording this video, my review of Monarch, Legacy of Monsters Episode 1. I'll leave it linked above. Please do go and check it out. You guys complain that I complain too much. Well, there's a very positive review, so please do go and check that out. Strong recommendation for that Episode 1. It's interesting. So anyway, like I said, let's dive into this. So the women in comics, that's kind of what they call themselves, are out in force, defending the honour of the Marvels movie, which did fail spectacularly. It's the lowest opening for an MCU movie in history. In history. It's utterly atrocious. And this movie will be lucky if it scrapes $100 million at the domestic box office now. This will go down as one of the biggest box office failures for Marvel ever. So Heather Antos, Gail Simone, and Kelly Sue DeConnick, and others, of course, are actively trying to gatekeep fan opinions. Because why would fans have opinions? They're not allowed, remember. They've got to shut up and just support the fandom blindly. And they do this by imploring them to see the movie and be quiet about their critiques of the MCU in what appears to be a coordinated narrative on behalf of women in the comic industry. So that's kind of, again, it's that group that they call themselves. And it's just nonsense. It's just absolute nonsense. And mark my words, if it looks coordinated, it is coordinated. So for the past few days, excuses have been made for why the Marvels underperformed. Like most recent MCU offerings, Disney Shills pushed back on the fans, calling them sexist, misogynist, and more. Which is hilarious because the people that went to watch the movie were majority men anyway. So that's absolutely hilarious. And this is why I actually replied to this tweet. Tessa Smith, aka Mama's Geeky, who really just needs to get off the internet and go, if she's a mother, look after her children, says it's really interesting to me that it's all men who are very actively hating on the Marvels. The movie isn't perfect, but it doesn't deserve the hate many men are giving it. It was men that made it a success. It was men that went out to watch it. It was majority men that went out to watch it. So you actually owe what tiny box office it got to men. So don't be a misandrist now, you scum. And then obviously this set the stage for a narrative formed by the leaders of a recent feminist movement in the comic industry. So the Marvels became a cause for them to champion. Kind of what they would do. So Gail Simone took to X or Twitter the evening of the Marvels release to shame fans for criticising how bad the Marvels production was, saying, "Good Lord, let people like things." Right. Because you're not allowed to critique things now. You're a bad fan if you critique it. It was unclear who this subtweet referred to, but the timing made it sound like it involved the Marvels, which makes sense. And the only problem, however, is not many people are posting that they liked the Marvels. At least, essentially no one, really, unless they're paid, quite frankly. And we have this, right? So hypocritically, Simone, this is a great article by Bounding into Comics, by the way. Simone would mock people expressing their loss of interest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So she responded to one person expressing such an opinion, writing important news. So someone just goes, and pretty fair, just goes, honestly, I've lost interest in the MCU for ages now. Maybe it's a good and fun film, but I won't be watching it. Important news. Sarcastic fucking bitch. It's called an opinion. It's what adults express regularly on this platform. If you want to respond stupidly, then that's your choice, of course, and reflects on your character. I'm just lucky you didn't accuse me of some kind of misogyny for not wanting to watch yet another MCU film. Maybe this is a good and fun tweet, but I won't be reading it. You literally did, you dunce. And it's this kind of weird behaviour that gives these women a bad name. It's very bizarre. I mean, look, go buy another cat or something, Gail. Right? Go buy another cat, because that's all you're worth at this point in time. Your ovaries are probably shriveled and dried up, and you're probably a cat lady. People just can't have an opinion on something. It's absolutely absurd. So Heather Antos, who's the group editor of licensing at IDW Publishing, posted The Marvels is the most fun I've had at a superhero film in a very long time. Do not miss out. Fair point. You can have your opinion, but other people can have theirs. This is the thing. So the post tried to instill some sort of fear in her fans that if they didn't see it, they would somehow be unable to see the movie when it inevitably hits Disney+. Yeah, it's that kind of trying to make FOMO happen. Antos would also retweet Jesse Earle implying individuals who do not like Marvel Studios turning into the MCU are racists and misogynists, which is ridiculous. So she retweeted this. Says half the reason these franchises still exist is because women kept them alive when they were dormant and go to see them alongside men when it's men focused. But heaven effing forbid you watch a single movie with a woman in the lead role, let alone one with 2 non-white leads. Bro, it was mainly men that watched this film. You raging dunce. What is wrong? Who is this Jessie Gender? God, you're such a spaz. Ugh. Maybe whatever hormones you're on have gone to your brain or something like that, for goodness sake. Women did not keep them alive when they were dormant. No, they didn't. That's demonstrably false. Irrefutably, demonstrably false. Did they go to see them alongside men? Yes, but not in great numbers. Fact. So Kelly Sue DeConnick, this is who it is, by the way, made her plea for the Marvels. DeConnick is the woman who took the beloved Carol Danvers Ms. Marvel character and turned her into Captain Marvel in the comic books, which would soon become a mockery because of the androgynous way she was depicted, with many critics calling her Carol Manvers to mock it. She stated, P.S. Go see the Marvels and do it this weekend if you can. Why? It's so strange. She wanted her audience to boost the opening weekend numbers, but not many saw the film, as it posted the lowest opening weekend in history. It's so strange, this weird feminist cope for the Marvels. It was women that didn't go to watch it. Men did. Men, the people you hate, actively went to watch this film. So, yeah, bizarre group trying to sort of rally around a film. Yeah, there's better causes, better hills to die on, guys. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Cheers, take care, bye-bye now.